What's going on, my peoples? I go by the name of the Sorcerer, now going to be doing a reading. I've got these calling cards, which my wife has designed for me, she's made for me. I'm just going to mix them up, and then after that, I'm going to spread them across the table, and I'll just pick one for today anyway. I hope everybody's okay. I'm pretty chill today. I had a very good night's sleep, and I just feel really refreshed. I feel like I've rested. Yeah, let's get on with the day with a reading because it's only right that I do so. We've done this already. Are you on the right path? So I'm gonna put this on the side because that was literally from my previous video. Excuse me. So I'm gonna do another one. So that was just a bit of a. What lessons are you learning right now? What lessons are you learning right now? So that's the theme of today. I shall be doing a reading for all of these. If it resonates, I hope it helps. If not, send it back to the universe. Energy is fluid. We keep on shining and we stay rising. So let's see what's happening. I'm just going to do a little shuffle. Ooh. I need to get some new cards. So another thing, if anybody is so kind to donate me some new cards, I'd be very thankful. It would provide me content. It'll help me to provide content. So let's see what's happening. What lessons are you learning right now? Okay, let me just get these set of cards just as a clarifier. All right, let's see what's going on. Interesting reading so far. It makes a lot of sense. Wow. Interesting. Right. What are your lessons? Oh, excuse me. What? Excuse me. I've had a brain fog just now, like a brain fart. What lessons are you learning right now? So, what lessons are you learning right now? Excuse me. The sorcerer. I might be the sorcerer, but I'm also human. So, But yes. Yeah. What lessons are you learning right now? So, the theme currently, you are currently 9 of Pentacles. And the theme of it right now is feeling that there is a lack of abundance in your life, and you feel like no matter how hard you're working and trying, there's an element with the Nine of Pentacles that no matter what you're doing, it's a case of you not seeing progress and breakthroughs. And for me, it's a case of you feeling right now, this is the to get a bit of clarity towards this card, is that you're feeling quite sorry for yourself. And I think it's a case for you to pick yourself up during this time. Like, you know, I understand that you'll have a moment of self-pity, but you have to get out of that hole, that bucket, um, and you have to climb yourself out of there and basically say to yourself, you know, enough's enough. Like, it just seems like to me with this sort of energy, you know, you're looking to find help, but I think you're gonna have to find help in the sense where you gotta help yourself first. And that's what I feel like you need to be doing in this moment in time. And this starts with you, self one, like numero uno, you know? And, you know, you've got to have the self knowing and the belief that you're going to really get yourself out here, because there's this element of you, like, my intuition is telling me, like, woe is me. And you have to get out of your, like, out of your head with that situation. I mean, if you need to get support, please do, and please speak to people, but there has to be an element of you trying yourself, you know. And I feel like you're going to realize your own strength. That's what you're going to be, the lessons that you'll be learning right now, is that you're going to realize how strong you are, but you've got to take the first steps in order for you to basically um, learn these lessons. And this could be from a situation where you've got to start again with the full energy, the full card, followed by the Chariot. And Spirit is saying to me that it's time for you to start again. Like, start a new chapter and find ways to just get out of the house and just, even if you need to start fresh. And what I mean is, like, clean out your room, redecorate your house, just paint a little. Maybe if you've been staying in your bed all day, clean your room. Have general, like, habits of just cleaning, because when you're cleaning your house, you're actually cleaning your old energy within yourself, because you are your temple as well. And everything else, you know, those sort of energies around you needs to be cleaned as well. So it's that renewal of energy, and it's, you know, you renewing that sort of like thought process in your mind as well. I feel like you need to go back to the drawing board. You know, why you feel this type of way, why you feel like somewhat trapped, and there's a lack of abundance no matter how much effort you're trying. I think isn't the lack of effort, but I think it's another perspective that you need to look on how you're going to deal with this situation. And the energy that I'm seeing right now is the Sun in reverse. Heavy energy right now. And I think it's this case of um, no self-belief. You know, the Sun is the most powerful card in the tarot deck, but it can go either two ways, and it's all about your perception. Because if you think negatively, you know, you're acting from a low vibration, and it's time for find ways for you to raise your vibrations during this current time. If I'm being honest with you, like, I can see it from a perspective that you can flip the script and change to 180 and let the sun shine on you. But there has to be a change of mindset. You know, that has to, you have to come with the intention of being the fool when you're moving forwards, because the sun will shine on you. But if you don't have the faith that source is going to be there for you during that time, spirit's going to be there for you, then the cold-hearted truth when it comes to the King and Queen of Swords, because they always bring that blunt energy, is that without you making these changes, it ain't happening. You won't be learning your lesson. If anything, if you don't learn your lesson, you're going to start another karmic cycle. And it's a case for you to learn these lessons before you start a new cycle in your life. Cycles are, happen every 7 years of your life. And it's better to clear out and have clear energy before you do so. And that's not just, your surroundings of your life in terms of like cleansingness, in terms of your house. That's like the people around you, what you take in, what sort of information you take into into yourself, so you can, use that for the world. It's really up to you. I think you're coming in your mind right now. Your the soul right now is speaking to me, and it's coming from a place of healing, healing, definitely healing. And you've been, struggling over time with this, and you're nearly there. Like with the Nine of Wands, you've got the Three of Swords, followed by the Nine of Wands, which is your clarifications, and it's just more about you having your feeling the effects of, the aftermath of feeling the pain. And now you're looking your wounds and you're in the process of it. I just feel like, you know, it's a good time for you to just get things out, in terms of like how you feel, and projecting all that energy out into the world by expression, by writing, by walking, by doing healthy exercises. It's a time for you to heal. Your past, you've got the Six of Swords in reverse, and you've got the Knight of Swords. And the issue that I'm seeing right now is this, like, it's this habits that you have at the moment. And I think it starts from the past, and it's your inability to wanting to wanting to move on from situations. Yeah. It's a habit. I see the Knight as it's an action card, but it's your action to not want to be proactive about things. It's like your habit of not wanting to, excuse me, just having a bit of coffee. You not wanting to be making decisions that's going to create new chapters in your life. It's that, I'm so used to not doing anything that no matter what happens, my next move is to go to default. That's what I see. Like, you're so used to your old habits that you're bringing in these habits into your present situation, because you have the ammunition to go forward, but do you have it in you to press the trigger, to to turn on your engine, to put the gas, press the your pedals in the car? Have you got that in you? You know, I think this is like from your crown position. This comes from a place of like, you see the changes, you can see the changes, but you don't want to make these changes, which is really unfortunate. I think it's the fear of change. And I think, no, I know this is from a time with the Nine of Cups. It's from a place that you wished, during your time, sometime in a recent past, that you've currently in a situation right? And this is what you wanted, but this is what's not needed. But you wanted this. And now the universe is showing you that this is now a karmic cycle, you know? You know, at the bottom of the deck, you've got 7 pentacles. You've planted your seeds a long time ago. You choose to to grow these seeds that are not good for you, you know, which is now triggering a tower moment in your life, but not a good tower moment because you got the death card in a reverse, a regression. And I feel like you've had time to think about the situation, you know, with the Four of Swords. You've had time to think about the situation, and I think there's a bit of naivety as well because I'm just getting more towards this reading. I'm getting I want to know more of the tea, if that makes any sense. But yeah, there's a naivety regarding your situation with, I think my intuition is love, and I think it's that puppy love. I think it's something that you are in a situation where, you know, you feel like I've done this much. This is what I wanted. I'm just going to not like I'm just going to double down, like, and then you come to the realization that, oh no, like I've manifested it. This is what I wanted, and now you're realizing that you've manifested these 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 things that you desired, and now look at you, like you're seeing it for what it is. You are seeing it for what it is, and that's unfortunate. Well, it is fortunate anyway because you know the truth. At the end of the day, it's gonna. If you need to learn through these harsh realities, that may be the only way you're gonna learn, and that's just the truth and the reality of the matter. Hmm. The Lovers, which is in your incoming future, followed by the Ten of Cups. Whoever this person is right now, um, you know, and it's not even gender specific, but I feel like there's an imbalance regarding the situation because I feel like with the Ten of Cups, followed by with the Lovers, there's an air of like complacency, and it's more of the thought of like not thinking about this situation thoroughly enough that you're like, you know, like I did see the red flags, but I'm gonna just keep going. And for me, that's just complacent because you should really attend to what you're feeling and your intuition. You're not. You're enabling the situation because you've been complacent of not being objective about the current state of this relationship. Somebody wants to release, and I have a feeling it's you, but you don't know how to. And you're in this situation where you've covered your eyes. It's sort of like a sense of self-punishment as well. This the problems that you have are there may be some physical elements in terms of like you having to find a way to speak to this person, but it kind of seems like there are other things that are included in the situation that are not really. It looks like a big problem in your mind, but if you actually speak about it, it actually isn't. I think you've just been talking and saying these negative things. Yeah, you have, and it's just manifesting as a fear in your thoughts. Hmm. I see. So you've got the strength card. I see you're going to gain some type of fortitude, and I think it's time for you to actually get some emotional support with somebody. If it's a Leo, um, any fire signs at the moment, actually, Doesn't matter about zodiacs, but I'm just saying, if you specifically, if you're going through a situation, you feel that you've got fire energy in your charts anyway. Um, Also, this could happen in your incoming future, which coincides with the number 8, which is August time. So I'd say, if you're going through a situation, it's probably around August time where you're probably going to see the changes of that release. I think it's you knowing that the current situation that you're in isn't going to be very beneficial for you. And that's okay, because you're learning. And you've got the King of Cups. Again, think there's a situation, that's a double confirmation, where I just feel like you've completely missed objectivity and seeing the situation for what it is, and you're making these really irrational emotional responses, which is causing an adverse effect on you to be feeling restricted. But you have the strength to get over it. I'm telling you. It's just 8-8 as well. So look out for 8-8. So it's about you expanding your thoughts. 8's about expansion. 8's about being more fluid. And if you're feeling as if like you're static in a situation, it's time for you to become more fluid. Time to move. And you've got your Tower. So I think once you release the 8 of Swords, you will find yourself to be in more. You'll find a release, and that release is going to set some changes, positive changes. It's about you realizing, and I think that's how it starts. It all starts with a thought, and then after that, it's up to you. You got the Knight of Cups, right? The Knight of Cups, and you got the Three of Wands, and the way I see at the moment with the Knight of Cups is that you have the feeling that you can still sort out your issues, which I think you can. I think it's better that you can do it from a point of view that you don't. It doesn't have to get messy. It doesn't have to. It's you taking a step back. You taking a step back in the situation, and taking some accountability over the fact that you need to use discernment during this time as well. You are stealing your own reality. You are stealing your own happiness. And it's time for you not to point the fingers. It's time for you to look in the mirror and actually look within yourself and say, look, at the end of the day, these are my choices, and every choice that you make, they have a reaction. It's how it goes. And the people around you, they will see a change within you. I think it all starts with the fact that you have to show that you are back within, you having your glow back. It feels like there's that element of them feeling that you're missing, like you've stayed hidden, and they want to see a change. And I feel like you've closed yourself off during the situation, but they still care and love about you. There is the element of love and care during this time. And your hopes and fears, I'd say, you got the Knight of Wands, followed by the King of Wands. A lot of fire energy, you know, And I think it comes from a place where you've realized that you've made a lot of decisions based on, irrational thought. You know, I get there's an element of you needing to, what you call it, um, follow your heart, but there needs to have a bit of like logic, a bit of like calculating about the situation, taking a backward step, understanding that you needed to do so. You know, um, the king himself looks tired from what I'm seeing, from my intuition. I think you feel like I'm I'm hearing this. I'm hearing a woman, specifically a woman that's been too much in their masculine, completely been in too much in their masculine, feels tired, but you've got to make these changes. You being the king of wands, there's obviously an imbalance in the situation, and I'm seeing a relationship. I think you've been stealing your own reality. I think you've come to the truth that things aren't exactly the way they should be, but you're enabling this by prolonging the situation. Perhaps it's time for you to basically speak to your friends. I think it's a time for you to just get things out and talk to your friends about the situation. I feel like there should be like an intervention. It will be like an intervention. I'm reading for someone specific, you know. This reading is something for somebody specific, And if it feels like it resonates with you, I'm glad it does. Because I just feel like it's time for you to really just open up about how you truly feel. Yeah, because you want your glow back as well. Your friends want to see your glow, but you also want your glow back. And I think it's time. It's absolutely time. Your outcome, you got the Eight of Swords with the Sun. And what I see this is like, as I said, I think there's a struggle for you to actually break free from the situation. And let me just pull a couple more cards. Yeah, because you've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and you've got the Eight of Wands in reverse. And the way I see it is this: the reason why you're in this static position, you want to obviously break free, and I want you to break free, and I think you should. So if you're listening, break free from the situation. It feels like you're doubling down on the situation because of your ego. Yes, because of your ego. And because you've been so consumed with your ego, it's actually controlling you now, that you don't want to break free because you don't want to feel embarrassed. But there's nothing to be embarrassed about at the end of the day. It's time for you to make these conscious decisions on your life. Yeah. It's time for you to. Oh, you got the Queen of Cups in reverse as well. And it's about you being more measured about your emotions and finding ways to be more measured. I do feel like it is really time for you to express these feelings. You know, the good thing is you have the Sun card in your outcome. Very heavy, very heavy. The energies I'm feeling is very heavy. But I feel like you've been carrying this energy for quite a long time. And it feels almost like a burden. It feels like you can't get out. But the Eight of Swords is only an illusion that you create in your mind. You know, but it's about you allowing yourself to see. the bigger perspective rather than your own perspective. And that could be from a situation of you speaking to your friends about it. You know, it's time for you to put some work in. You got this. You got the Eight of Pentacles, and with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, it's like you coming to the realization that is the juice worth the squeeze. Is you keep on turning so that you can prove your ego or trying to validate your situation of your ego. Is it something that you want to continue because you feel embarrassed? I'm going to say this, it's not. I think it's time for you to start again. And I think it's time for you to really, really look within yourself and ask yourself, do I really want to continue? Or am I just going to continue this cycle of unwantingness, uninspiringness, failure to see? And that's the sad thing. You know it's there, everything's on the table, it's all spread out, but you choose to not see. And this is because it all comes down to you not dropping your pride. And at the end of the day, I always say this to people: you have a choice, but you can get the help, and you can, someone can rescue you, friends can rescue you. But if you choose not to, I always say to people, you can't save drowning people from drowning when they want to drown. So, very heavy reading. I'm wishing this person, if this resonates, like lots of love, light, and I hope and I know that you're gonna be all right. It's no question of if, but when. But you have the strength and the capacity to overcome the situation. I know so. But anyways, I go by the Sorcerer. I love you so much. You're cared for, and you're loved. So take care.